Hello students, now this is the second part of your numerical. So in this I have proposed also two numerical and at the end I'll give you one question for your homework. So let's start. This is the question. Here it is given that the forward path of the transfer function of a unity feedback control system is this. So we have given the value of GS automatically. Here it is shown the unity feedback. So H of S value will become 1. As I've told you, what we need to determine? We need to determine the step error coefficient, the ramp error coefficient, the parabolic error coefficient, and we need to tell which type of system is this. So let's start. So the step error coefficient we need to find. We know how we denote it, Kp. So what we have did when we derived the expression for the unit ramp signal, there we have seen that we got an equation which will form that positional error coefficient. Therefore, we representing this Kp as for step error coefficient. Okay. So how we write that? Kp equals to limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. We need to put the value of the g of s into h of s. Here it is given as this is the feedback system. Therefore, we are taking h of s equals to 1. So when we put the limit s tends to 0 here, when you put s equals to 0 everywhere, what we get the infinite value, means Kp equals to infinite. Now the second part is we need to find the ramp error coefficient. Okay, see, representation of the ramp error coefficient with the velocity error coefficient. When we derive the expression there, we know this is the way to represent the ramp error coefficient. So what we have did, limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s. Here it is another s is added, nothing we have did. So what we are going to do is we need to put the value of g of s into h of s, and s into we need to multiply s into this value. So when we do the multiplication, this s1 will be cancelled out, and when we put the limit, and the again will get the kv equals to infinite. You will do your practice. When will you will simplify this, after putting the limit, the answer will be infinite. Okay, now we have asked to find the parabolic coefficient also. So how we represent it? Ka. So limit s tends to 0 is s square into g of s into h of s. So after putting the value, we need to simplify first. What we have did, this s square will be cancelled out. Okay, and we have simplified out it. Again, see, let me show you one thing. We here also we have simplified it. Some people will think how it came. We have taken the LCM part and then we have solved it. You need to solve it very neatly. That's why you will be able to do it. Okay, what we have did, after cutting the s square, common s square, we have put the limit here, and after simplified portion we'll get Ka equals to 10. This 5 will be cancelled out and this 1 0 will be cancelled out. We'll get the parabolic error coefficient will be what? 10. So, and last one is we need to find the type of the system. See here in the question, here the power of the S means I've told you will consider it as J. In the pole is 2. Therefore, the type of the system will be 2. See, this is 2. Okay, let's do the other question. For a unity back feedback system, the forward path transfer function is given as the forward path transfer function is given by this g of s equals to 20 upon s into s plus 2 s square plus 2s plus 20. So we need to determine the steady state error of the system. For the inputs means we have given r of t 5, 5t and 3t square by 2. So you can observe from here also that what we have given for inputs, we have given for unit step, unit ramp and parabolic signal. We can judge from here also. So let's start. We need to find first. Here again we have given the unity feedback. So we'll considering h of s equals to 1. So we'll do one by one now. We can do it, we can combinedly do it also, but we'll do one by one. So here first signal r of t is 5. We need to find the Laplace. So what we did, r of s will become 1 by s. We know the Laplace of 1 equals to 1 by s. So here coefficient 5 is also given. So we just wrote like that. So we need to find the steady state error. How we used, how we represent it, limit s tends to 0, s into this is our error signal. We need to put the value of r of s and g of s and h of s. How we are going to put this? See, s into r of s, just we have find out 5 upon s upon 1 plus g of s again into h of s. H of s value is 1, so g of s is given here. So we write like that. So what we are doing is we are now simplifying it. Limit s tends to 0, 5 upon, what I did, I have just taken the LCM of this and multiplied with this. I have just simplified this term. And now what will happen? This term will be multiplied with 5. This is just the simplification part we did. Okay, this will be multiplied with this. And when we put the limit s tends to 0 here, see what happened? Our error signal, steady state error will become 0. Okay. But it is not infinite, it is 0. Okay. So now again for r of t signal, we have given in the question 5t. We need to find the Laplace of it. What is the Laplace of t? I have told you 1 upon s square, and 5 is the coefficient here, constant here. So we will write as 5 upon s square. So for the steady state error, we again write the formula here. And see, again what we have did, we have to find the steady state error. Again we have write each and everything, means r of s we have write here, and g of s into h of s. So what we have did, we just first we need to simplify this portion, as I've earlier told you how we need to simplify this. We have just taken the LCM of this, and when we multiply the denominator part, and when we will shift here, this is just simplification part, and the common things will be cancelled out here, means s will be cancelled out here. So what we have did, we just, when we put the limit, what we will going to do is, now after putting the limit, we'll get, this one will be cancelled out, we'll get 10, means steady state error for the given signal r of t 5t will get steady state error 10. So this is the portion we have did. Now for the third signal r of t, 3t square by 2, we know the Laplace transformation of t square. So after applying this, we'll get 3 upon s cube. So the same procedure we will apply here. Limit s tends to 0, we'll put the values, and after simplification, the common things will be cancelled out. And what we are going to do, we will put the limit, and the value of e of ss will be infinite. Okay. So this is it. This is your homework question. You have to do it your own, and you need to comment it, and you need to find the answer of this. So thank you for watching this video.